This video is just to quickly show you how to use the trailer so it doesn't take so much time to pick it up, or if you're doing a touchless pickup, you'll want to watch this video. First thing you need to know is you need to have a 2-inch ball to pull the trailer. Also, it's ideal if you have a 7-pin trailer connection, which looks like this. If you don't, it's okay. That's just more ideal because it will charge the battery while you're driving. But I mean, we have deep cycle batteries. We've never had an issue with people using them. It's just a little better if you have the 7-pin. If you have a 4-pin, we have this connector here. You can see it connects from a 4-pin to a 7-pin, so all your trailer lights and stuff still work. The trailer comes with a full propane tank. If you decide to use it, just make sure you bring it back full. Let us know if you need to find a place to fill it. There are a couple places around our house that will top them off for you before you bring it back. The battery, we leave them on trickle chargers, so they're always charged completely. To use the battery, we have this right here. There's a turn off right here. When it's turned to green, it's on. When it's turned to red, as it is right now, it's off. So if I come down here, just turn it, now it's pointing towards green and the battery is on. We recommend, just if you're not going to be in the trailer and using it, just to avoid any like issues where you've left a light on or something that could drain your battery, we'd recommend just turning it to off. Or if you're driving and you don't have a 7-pin, we just turn it to off, so nothing's using the battery. When you're hooking your trailer up, these chains, if the chains are sitting a little bit low, we just recommend rotating the chain like this so it binds the chain up a little bit like that, and then this will connect to your vehicle and it will hold the chain up. So you just twist it to bind the chain so that it's not dragging so low, or you know, it can be untwisted if your vehicle's sitting high enough that the chains aren't dragging. On this trailer hitch here, it pulls back to disengage the mechanism in it. This pin slides out, but this pulls back like that. And then you can set it on your hitch, and then you want to make sure that you're pushing this forward. Right now I've got this dolly in there, so it's binding up on it, but this will pull forward. This will be sitting down here, and then you'll put your pin back in and it's locked. And it's always a good idea, once you've got it on your vehicle, to just jack it up, you know, so it lifts up the back of your car a little bit, just to make sure that it's secure on there before you start driving, and then you can just unjack, you know, turn the jack back and lift it all the way up. If you're in a campsite that has power, this is where you'll connect the power. We have a power cord, I'll show you. It's underneath the bed on the other side of the trailer. You'll just lift this up, connect the power cord to this, and then you can connect it either to power at a campsite or to a generator if you have a generator. This trailer really doesn't use much power because everything on it's pretty much LED lights. There's a ceiling fan you can use that actually moves quite a bit of air, which is nice, but most people don't use those things, so the battery lasts, you know, a week easy. So that's something to keep in mind. If you're going to fill it up with water, this is where you fill it up. You just fill it up until water starts coming out of here. Then it's full. It holds about 21 gallons of water. Underneath here, you can see right there is where water will drain out of it. So when you're coming back home, we'd recommend draining the water out. On the far side of it, over there, far side of this pipe, there is a valve you can turn. When it's facing down, same as this blue pipe, water will drain out. When it's facing towards the white pipe, then water will stay in. So if you're filling it up and water is draining out of that little tube, you know, you just need to turn that valve, or you know, if you're looking to drain the water, you just turn it down so you drain the water before you come home, so you're not pulling the extra weight. Back here in the kitchen, there's a cooler there you can use. In here we keep some plastic plates, pans, spatulas, a mixing bowl, a few things that you can use. This is the stove This just picks up. We recommend, making sure you have a lighter or something. These strikers do work, but just in case, I'd bring a lighter or something, just in case you need to light those. These pull from the propane tank. That's how that's used. To use the sink, you have this hose here, and this end, you just pick that up. That has a spring on it. You can see this just pushes down in there like that. Then your hose is connected. You can use this to spray off dishes or whatever. To turn the pump on for that water, which pulls out of the water tank that you filled, you turn this on. So you'll flip that, you'll hear the pump engage, and then you'll be able to use this. It will start pumping water up into this. To take this off, you just push down this ring and pull this up. Moving over here, I never personally use these levelers on the side, but if you choose to, this wrench will be located underneath the bed, and you just put it on here and you just crank it down like that, and it will lower and raise the, let's see, lowers it. So like I said, I never use that, but if you choose to, this is what you'd use to raise and lower those. Just make sure they're raised all the way up. If it's cold and you're going to use the heater does use the propane. So this is where you turn it on all the way over. That way is off. That way you'll hear it click and it's on. Usually takes a minute for the heater to engage, and then the pilot light lights. This is how you control the heat here. If you're going to use the air conditioner, you do need to be connected to power. It will not run off the battery. So if you're connected to power, you can use the air conditioner, and the controls are just there on the left side of it. Underneath this bed is where you'll find the power cord, and that yellow connection on the power cord is what will allow you to connect it to a generator. Most campsites have the 30 amp, so you won't use that yellow thing. You'll just remove that and connect right to it. There is a T-bar in there that can be put together if you get a flat or something. Underneath the back of the trailer, there is a spare tire should you need it. You can see it's just under there. And using the fan, I recommend at night just opening it up a little bit with this to let some of the heat out. Really helps. It has, you can see here, there's your fan speeds. So it moves a ton of air, honestly, so you'd feel a lot of air coming in here. If it's a little cool at night, just open up that hatch. You can turn on the fan, it will blow air on you. If you're not going to use the fan, I'd still recommend just opening that hatch a little bit to let some of the air out, especially when it's a little cooler outside. Then you don't get condensation and stuff inside the trailer. So that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, just reach out to us. We'll be happy to answer any questions that you have.